Good evening, I'm Jeff Lyons. We're having a little problem here getting on Facebook tonight, so I'm just on YouTube and the 14First Alert app. Sorry about that. Facebook sometimes throws a shoe here and doesn't want to play well with our computer. So nonetheless, we still have the weather show here at 9 as we do every night. And we have some clearing out there now. You can still see the setting sun, sort of, there off to the west. Still a few showers possible, though, through the night as we get this last unsettledness kind of moved through the area. We've had a few showers and storms, mainly in the eastern edge of the tri-state. Some fairly decent ones moved across Davis County, now up here into Perry County. One of the things that was mentioned today by the Weather Service Storm Prediction Center is we might see some very weak funnel clouds or what we would call a land spout. In other words, not a tornado per se, but a circulation. That did not occur. At least I've not heard of anybody seeing any funnel clouds today, so that's a good thing too. The rain will continue to move to the north, and we still have more clouds and humid air coming in overnight, so a few more scattered showers aren't out of the picture until perhaps late tomorrow afternoon. I think we will see a better measure of sunshine tomorrow, and then the clouds are going to thicken through Thursday and Friday. So it'll be warmer, but we will still have kind of partly cloudy skies at times. No significant additional rainfall on the way. Our temperatures now stand in the lower 70s, and we're at 71 degrees out there right now. The lows today dropped all the way down to about 68, not really that cool. And then for this afternoon, we managed to get up to 74 for the high. Our temperature slightly cooler and a little bit damper than yesterday. We were 8 degrees warmer than normal this morning, and we were off by about 6 this afternoon. Typically it gets up to 80 this time of the year. Our high temperatures then for the month, we're back into some 70-degree days, at least for today. I think we will make a pretty good push toward 80 though by tomorrow, and even with that 0.13 of an inch, we're still likely going to wind up the month in the hole on rainfall. To the east now, east of the Mississippi River, just this stubborn humidity and moisture coming up off the Gulf is fueling scattered showers, no real organized severe storms. We have a few severe thunderstorms over southern Texas, and that's pretty much it for the severe weather. That stationary front that's been in the area here now for the last day or so will gradually wash out, and that will then allow high pressure to move in and assert itself, bring in winds from the northeast, and that should then help dry us out for the remainder of the work week and the weekend too, with temperatures pretty much in the normal range there. Our rain chances go almost to zero. We can never completely rule out a stray shower if we have a little humidity in the atmosphere, which we will through the weekend, but not quite as muggy as it has been the last day or so. By Wednesday next week, maybe some more showers coming our way. And these rainfall estimates, this is from the GFS model, very light, if any, rainfall. The European also keeping rain generally well to our south, and just cloudy to partly cloudy skies through the period here, with our next chance for rain sometime toward the middle of next week. Now the European here, this started earlier, so it's taking into account the rain that we picked up today and will likely get tomorrow, so a little higher number there. But the bottom line is it's going to dry out. 67 tonight, up to 81 tomorrow, with partly sunny and some spotty rain. And then we get into the weekend, looking pretty good Friday through the weekend, with mainly dry, and the longer range temperature outlook warmer than normal through that first week of June and drier than normal too. We have a bunny for our pet pick tonight. This is Reese. Can you see Reese down here? And there's another bunny keeping it warm, I suppose. I'm not quite sure what they're doing there, but anyway, we don't get too many bunny pictures here for pet picks, so I appreciate that. Now let's see. I think I might be able to go to the YouTube channel. You know, normally I would go to Facebook, but like I said, we're not on Facebook. So let me just see if I can answer questions that are posted on YouTube. We'll go to 14 News here. There we go. And there I am Let's just have a look. Jeffrey Miller, okay, hey, look at that. We got, I got one commenter in there. Jeffrey Miller, Jeff Miller out in Savaw had 4/10 of an inch of rain. Well, that's pretty significant. And we've got Emo Baby 1997. Well, these handles are a lot more interesting than Facebook, aren't they? Okay, so we have that in there. I was going to do a little thing here on El Nino. And I can do that still. I mean, we're going to give you a full service here, even though we're not on all the platforms tonight. And go shake your finger at Facebook. It shouldn't be that hard to get on there, but every now and then we can. We have a big El Nino forecast for the summer and fall. And what El Nino means is much warmer than normal water pushing up against the coast of South America near Peru. And the models have shown that sea surface temperatures will be the highest they've ever been. Now, you always wonder, well, how did they know what the sea surface temperature was 100 years ago? This is theoretical modeling, but it has been consistently showing a signal for at least a strong El Nino. And what El Nino typically means here in the tri-state and in the United States is that when we see that reversal in flow in the Pacific Ocean from offshore winds to onshore winds, which drive that warm water close to the coast, that means that we will typically see warmer and drier than normal over most of the lower 48 here, with the storm pattern, stormy pattern, shifting more to the south down here along the subtropical jet. Basically, what El Nino it often does, not always, but often, it will suppress the subtropical jet, which is this one, to the south, and allow the polar jet to drop in a little bit more from the north. And so that can tend to lead to a cooler winter, for example, and a stormy or sometimes severe weather in the south. Also, because of the wind profile in the atmosphere, the prevailing wind profile, it can sometimes knock down or knock out the hurricane season, meaning we wouldn't have as many hurricanes because you wouldn't have the same favorable conditions during hurricane season. So we'll see how it plays out. I know I say that a lot, but you know, these longer range models, we take them with a grain of salt. And of course, there's all kinds of fear being peddled around on the internet about this particular El Nino. We have El Nino typically every 2 to 8 years or so, and an El Nino can last a couple years. We were coming off of one, I guess 3 years back. We had La Nina, then neutral this winter. And the correlation between whatever the El Nino is and what happens here in the tri-state in particular, but over the U.S., it's not ironclad. We've had years with a strong El Nino and not much change in the weather over North America. We've had weak El Ninos and had very active severe weather seasons. So I guess the main impact here, of course, will be the warm seawater along the coast there of South America, but also we would expect to see some kind of ripple effect in the United States, and that'll probably become a little more apparent if and when that stronger El Nino develops. Dr. Fork wants to know the humidity forecast for the week. Well, it can't get much more humid than it is out there now. But it will. Once we start to get that intrusion of drier air from the north, that high pressure, it should at least knock the humidity down a couple of notches. But it has been really muggy, as you know, the last couple of days. At least it hasn't been hot on top of it. You know, temperatures in the 70s and 80s are not going to break the bank. That's all I have for you tonight here on YouTube and also on the app and on 14news.com. We will have, of course, the full forecast again on 14 News at 10, and then I'll see you back in here tomorrow at the normal time. So I appreciate you watching here and finding us over on YouTube when we didn't show up on Facebook. That's good. You get that second plan already in place, a contingency plan for when the weather show at 9 goes dark over on Facebook. All right. We will talk to you on 14 News at 10. Stay safe. Have a good night.